Okay, we segue into the dirty part now?
Yes, yeah, he's Steve Garvey.
Steve Garvey.
Garvey.
Garvey, yeah. He was known as Mr. Clean, and apparently he owes the IRS like a big buttload of money.
Still?
Still.
When did he first find out that he owed the IRS a big buttload of money?
Oh, sometime in the 80s, after his career had wrapped up and he made some horrible investments and tried to claim all sorts of crazy deductions. The IRS said, no, you owe us about $930,000, plus penalties.
Plus penalties.
Yeah,
and he's still, as far as you know, is still not paying. This go back to the 80s. He was in grade school in the 80s.
Yeah, he still owes like a lot of creditors. I mean, even people who's worked for him, like caterers. Some guy that hung a mirror in his house, he owed them $800. Which settled, but he just has a horrible reputation of not paying his bills, having electricity cut off at his like 14,000 square foot mansion. Yeah. And,
must be rough.
Yeah,
it's a lot of candles.
And he was married, but he also had several kids outside of wedlock.
Yeah.
So much for the Mr. Clean, and he's still on the Dodgers payroll.
Why?
They like him to show up to make appearances because he was synonymous with the Dodgers. And I'll get this, he was a big Bush supporter, and he also went to the Republican Party of California and wanted to run for Congress. Wanted their blessing to run for Congress. You know what I say? Why the hell not? He's qualified.
He's mired in scandal.
Yeah.
He's in trouble with the IRS.
He owes money.
He's a Republican. Have him run.
Exactly.
It all fits.
And on California too.
And California, where anything goes, much like this show, anything goes. And you know, there's Pete Rose. Pete Rose, you know, the best blue collar player. You know, didn't have the athleticism as some of the other guys, but man, he got it done. But you know,
Mr. Hustle.
Mr. Hustle. But you know, he'll probably never be in the Baseball Hall of Fame ever. They just won't do it.
No. And there's a convenience store here in Tahlequah that has a McGregor poster of Pete Rose hawking their goods, their sporting goods.
Here in town?
Yeah.
Where?
Hit and Run.
Hit and Run?
Hit and Run has the baseball player on the side. But yeah, if you go look behind the cash register, there's an old beat up poster of Pete Rose.
Go to Hit and Run, folks. Check that out. Yeah. Make sure his story holds water there. and we also have Mark McGwire, who just recently told us what we already knew.
Yeah, I picked this up the day of he became home run king, and here he's smiling with his son. Remember, his son hugged him.
I like millions of other people, watched all that happen. Yeah.
And you were just like, this is wonderful. Then all of a sudden, I didn't do steroids. Well, yes, I did.
Well, you know, you go from being average size one year, and then the next year you're all swole up, all ripped up, swole up, old boy swole up.
He probably hauled hay during the summer.
Yeah, he was hauling hay. Yeah, that's what it was. You know, yeah. And then, you know, coincidentally enough, the guy who was in the home run contest with Sammy. He
played for the Drillers.
Played for the Drillers early on in the career, and then, you know, he's got his cork bat problems and all that other stuff. So it's just, folks, I mean, I'm not trying to say if you like baseball, you're stupid. I'm just saying that, or we're just saying that it's a dirty sport. And then Jose Canseco, who should just be taken out into a field and put down.
No, he owes too much money.
That's the deal.
That's another story.
But you know, as far as playing the sport of baseball, it is, you know, non-professionally, just for fun. It is kind of fun. You know, you don't have to be. There's not too much running. It's not like playing football where, you know, one of your guy tackling you, your buddy, whatever, tackles you a little low and you blow your knee out and you're, you know, on crutches for a while. So it's a nice low contact sport.
Yeah, and then going to a Drillers game is fun. You know?
New stadium this year, isn't it? Is it this year? Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have a dedication within a month or so. But yeah, downtown.
And you know whose son plays for the Tulsa Drillers?
Who's that?
Todd Rundgren.
Really?
Todd Rundgren's son,
Hello,
Rex.
It's me again.
Yeah, and yeah.
It's scary. I know that.
I Saw the Light and all that. Yeah, Todd Rundgren's really cool, and
he's also Liv Tyler's, or he was supposed to be Liv Tyler's daddy.
He's. Go down to Into Music, Tahlequah's Music Center, and tell them Jeremy Scott sent you down to talk to.
Beautiful, man.
Talk to Mike Burris about how he's friends with Todd Rundgren. Have him talk to you about that. He can tell you way more about Todd Rundgren than I could ever imagine. He's got pictures with him and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I might be lucky enough to get a Todd Rundgren interview maybe sometime this spring, because I know he comes down and sees his boy play for a week or so. So that'd be kind of cool. Well, Greg, this is cool. We're going to wrap this episode up. Always love having you on the show and everything.
It's great to be back. I've been watching the episodes, but only with me in it.
That's right. Because I know that James Townsend guy's a real weirdo. You know, we were talking earlier before we started taping. Him and James Townsend have been guests about almost, you got like 2 episodes on him. So James Townsend got a little Steve Martin, Alec Baldwin rivalry happening here.
And I've got more crap to pull out. Which fits perfectly with the show.
Yes, because this show is weird and there's a lot of crap on it. Okay, folks, we got to get out of here, man. We got to this losing control here. This light's about to fall on me. It's coming apart at the seams. All right, kids, we'll see you next Monday at 11:30 a.m. Yo!